Direct pattern on loom. It's additive manufacturing applied to the fashion industry. Everybody here cares about additive manufacturing, but there's a lot of industries out there that we don't necessarily think about a lot. The way we dress just changed. I want you to take that home. I want you to remember that. It's not just the way we dress. There's a lot of things that are changing. I want to tell you a story about Sid, my friend. He's in Delhi. He went to National Institute of Fashion Technology to learn about the sewing machine and the weave and the yarn and all the stuff that goes, all the technical stuff that goes behind the fashion industry. Sid set out knowing that there's three problems that we fundamentally deal with. We have to eat, we have to live somewhere, and we have to get dressed. So he set into his degree with this knowledge and sort of this understanding, and he picked up along the way an optimization exam in the course of his studies. And the study was to remove the waste in the fabric, to save the fabric. Can we save 20 to 30% of the fabric wasted? That's fabric that just goes away. It's not there. It doesn't have any use. It took them a year and a half. All the experts in the field told them that it couldn't be done. All their professors said they were crazy, and all their professional people said, what are you looking at that for? But they kept on doing it, and they had an abiding understanding and abiding belief that price drives fashion. And if they want to deal with it, if they want to address this issue that price drives fashion, something has to be done. If they want to get rid of the waste in the textile, in the fashion industry, the process needs to change. This even touches on the idea with child labor. So they took the design and the fabrication and looked at crossing those together, and they looked at the different industries that were involved in the fashion industry and started looking at connecting those together. So we're going to look at the conventional process real quick, where there's a yarn, there's a textile, there's a yarn industry, there's a textile industry, and then the fashion industry, and the pattern making and the design and the size, like all these different steps go into making a garment. With this direct pattern on loom, you start with the yarn. You weave only what you're interested in, directly from the yarn. You pick the yarn you want, you put the yarn you want in the machine, and you get the pattern out that you want. And you stitch it together. It's literally the way it works. That means no sizing. The sizing is a starchy stuff for those that aren't really acquainted with the manufacturing industry, fabric textiles. You have to, no starch, no sizing. No finishing required, no embroidering, ornamenting, or patterning, and you get one-offs. Patterns across seams, non-repeating patterns, custom grain lines, property manipulation. This is property manipulation in the same garment. We can change the weave in one part of the garment. It's different than the other. The world just changed. Cutting pieces out of a roll and losing a third of them before we stitch them together and go out and wear them. It's not the way it's working anymore. And Sid's actually writing a book about this as far as sustainability. A dipole loom takes that, and it takes the design and prints out only what you need. It costs about $5,000 to $7,000. It sits on top of a standard loom with some standard attachments. And it can be set up in 60 to 70 square meters. We can set it up in the front of this ballroom here. This is the first time we can connect the designer's inspiration, put the style design and put the functional design into the same area. And with basic software, we're talking about graphics tools. We're talking about Paint or Maya. We're talking about very, very basic tools, not our CAD tools, guys, not the CAD tools that we're developing in this room here. And they're sending it to a dipole machine and getting a product to market. Sid's doing this now. His company is Preet Castle. He's selling on 5 continents right now. He ships between 20 and 3,500 garments a month, everywhere. He just changed a fundamental groundwork of a $360 billion industry. The way we dress just changed. And it's not just the improvements to the process. It gives the designer what he calls emotional agility, where he's not invested in the process. It gives us a comprehensive save, store, transmit capability for the design. All the parameters of the design in a file. Forget the planes, trains, and automobiles, guys. And it gives us material properties: stretch, strain, shrinkage, burst, elasticity, texture, color shades. We can modify the function of the garment at will. What else? What else uses fabric? Apparel, home furnishings, style accessories, and composite structures. These are just like the big categories. I work at. We're making inflatable entry vehicles. That last line there about being able to place every fiber, that means a huge amount to me. We're looking at trying to land stuff on Mars, right? And when is this happening? Well, it's kind of happening now. On Monday, I took this picture in my office at work in Virginia, sent it to Nell in the UK. She gave me these metrics, sent it to Delhi, made a garment. It's shipped here. I actually just saw this gentleman walk in. I was thinking that was it coming in here right now. But it was a one-off. Only one of those garments is made. I'll be wearing it tomorrow. Thank you.